Good morning and welcome to Wirilda, which is a wonderful park. Got lots of really beautiful places to walk. It is a little bit mushy today, but we have had some very heavy rain for the past couple of days. But no doubt when it dries out, it'd be fantastic. And you've got this beautiful picnic area behind me where they've got barbecues, tables under cover. You saw some parkland before where you can share and park. And so we're going to go for a bit of a walk, have a look around at what's around here, and we'll talk a little bit about different mindset that affects your business growth. So as you get past the pump station, you very quickly, as you can see, get into some quite dense forest, and the track is actually well formed, which is good. And what I wanted to talk about was, I was talking to two different business owners in the same town, operating roughly the same business. They're in the hospitality area, and what they were, I'm just being careful going down this track because it is a bit wet. It was interesting because they're both in the catering type business, and they were both had different points of view. One was talking about how they were upset with the local charities running sausage sizzles because that was taking away from their business. They were talking about how it was really tough and difficult. And then the other one was also talking about their business, and their business, from what I could see, was flourishing. You had to get a booking to get in. Their restaurant was it had really, really good quality food and good service. So what that owner said in respect of other businesses was that he was hoping more businesses open. The only thing that he wanted for that was if those businesses opened, that they were good. And that was his words. He said, when a business opens in similar area, in the hospitality restaurant area, he says, I just hope they're good, because the more good businesses we have, the better it's going to be for the local economy, the reputation of the area, and that's going to attract more and more people. I just wanted to stop and show you this area. It's kind of this little alcove. You come out of the trees there and you've got the river here. If you have a look at the river, it is just so peaceful and quiet. I'm just going to try not to fall in. And we come round and it's kind of, you come out of this little cave sort of thing, foresty cave, into this open area. It's so calm, and then we go back into the forest there. I wanted to focus a little bit on the mindsets of the two business owners. The first one had what would be a scarcity mindset. So they were looking at the charities selling sausages as direct competition, and that was taking away from their business. And there's issues I see there as to, if you're a restaurant owner and you consider someone having a sausage sizzle as direct competition to your product, there's probably some issues with your product as well, if that's the case. But that scarcity mindset just closes the door to seeing opportunities. And that's where we take into account this short-term focus, which is the other component of that, is a short-term focus of the I might have to stop for a minute because there's some branches here that are in the way and I'm not going to make it. As you can see, this branch here, I was needed to get through that. This track is really cool, and it's just so close and so close to nature. But it's, again, that short-term mindset of that first business owner really affects their ability to strategically think. And that's the difference between really successful business owners and non-successful business owners, is a focus on strategy, and strategy is long-term focus. So that's where the short-term thinking of the first business owners doesn't help them. And the biggest factor there to consider as well is the victim mentality, which is really not helpful when operating a business. The business owner was focusing on how all these external factors are affecting the business. And that's not to say external factors don't affect your business, but it's that victim mentality of that you have no control over how to address those situations. And that's really important with a business operation, is to really focus on how you can address that, and having a victim mentality is not going to help you. This is a really close track. It's really cool. Whereas if we contrast that to the other business owner, that business owner had an abundance mentality. Their focus was on, the more people around, the better it is. And that makes a lot of sense. If there's more people, more good operators out there, then the business world is going to, or the whole economy is going to improve. There's going to be more people and more funds for everybody. Just being careful, it's quite slippery here. They also have a long-term mindset because they're looking at going, well, the more people they have, the better it is for the overall economy. And that doesn't happen overnight. So that kind of, we're going to a bit of a steep walk here. Sorry if I'm breathing heavy. And I'm trying to direct my cameraman. Come over this way, cameraman, you can hit a tree. You'll see in a minute when you just went past a big tree that my camera was about to run into. And that's where, again, that strategy, having that strategic focus. The strategic focus is not just to, what's going to happen now, but that longer term aspect. And that's where you start thinking about the lifetime value of a customer, not the immediate sale, but that restaurant that I went to and speaking to the owner, just their attitude and how they approach things means that I will be a lifetime customer of that restaurant. Will I go there every day? No, but I will go there for the rest of my life because of how well the service and their attitude and how they've approached that. And this is where it's really important to have that. Whoops, my cameraman just hit a tree. Hello. This track is quite tight. And it's quite steep too. But that mentality of having that long-term focus is where I was getting to, which gives you the ability to have better strategy for longer term, to be around for long term, which is generally the intention for business. You want to be around for the long term. And then the third element, rather than a victim mentality, they had a collaboration mentality, because that brings forward innovation, which is really what you need to do in business. You cannot be stagnant. You have to constantly evolve. And you want that collaboration, because if you're collaborating with other people, you come up with new ideas, new ways of doing things, new improvements. And you look at what people that you have around you are doing. You look at what the people around you are doing, and you adjust. Gonna have to stop because there's some branches in the way. So this path is really testing my cameraman, but he's doing a good job. Doesn't have vision behind him, so he's doing quite well to navigate. But that's that collaboration, the innovation is what you really want to be focusing on, and you're not going to get that operating in a silo. If you do things just your way, just how you see it, and you're not listening to things around you, you're not going to learn and grow. And as a result, your business won't evolve. And come this way, camera. Being very careful here because it's quite slippery and there's a bit of a fall down that way. So hopefully I don't fall down and neither does my camera. But that mentality of having that collaboration focus is really important for your business, because then you have those innovations, and that helps you to grow and continue to evolve and develop that. So when you're thinking about how you're operating in a business, one of the things to do is to pay attention to what attitude you've got when things like competition steps in. Are you I'm trying to navigate through. We're getting through the tree. Come this way. Come this way. Come this way, camera. This way. Okay, I think we're going to make it. We're going to make it. Oh, maybe. I hope you're enjoying this. No. So we've got a little bit of a clearing here. We should be all right. But your attitude in how you approach things is what really makes the difference to how your business operates. It really, this closed mindset where you see everything as competition, everything are taking away from you, really does make it difficult to operate successfully. Whereas when you have an abundance mindset, it opens the doors to new possibilities, to new innovations, to noticing what's going around, but you're also you having a long-term focus, which is really critical in business, because that's where your strategy makes a difference. So I can navigate. Whoa, we made it through. So it was really cool. I'm having fun with the drone. I hope you're enjoying it. But yeah, so really have a think about when you're operating a business and in life in general. Are you operating from a closed mindset where you see everything as a challenge, as you know, a victim mentality, or are you focusing more on that there's abundance out there? You've just got to be paying attention to what's going on and how to adapt and use that. So hopefully that is helpful. We're coming down a bit closer to the river here, and I'll turn the drone around so you can get a view of the river and just show you some of the shots. But see how that works from your perspective of paying attention to the mindset that you have and how that affects your thinking. Closed mindset makes things really difficult. Open mindset and abundance mentality gives you the ability to see opportunities that others miss because of their closed mindset. And I hope you've enjoyed that. And let's have another look at the park. I'm just switching to handheld so you can get a bit of a view of this, and if you can hear the water running the whole time. I don't know if you could hear that before, but you can hear it, the water rushing over the rocks. It's just very relaxing. I'm walking a little bit faster now, so if I'm breathing a little bit heavy, I apologize for that. But just the sound, have a listen to the water. So I'm coming up to a little bridge here, and also being a little bit careful because it is quite slippery. So if you are walking in a slippery condition, just be careful. But this park is absolutely beautiful. You can see, you can't see through there, but you can just see, I think over the hill there, we've got a nice view of the river. Hoping there's just been this nice little pockets as you're walking along, because the path is, as you can see, is quite enclosed. Which is really nice. It's just, you're so close to nature, and as you're walking, so it's difficult to show through the camera, but you can see the little glimpses of the river, but you can hear the sounds as you're walking, and it's just really, really tranquil and peaceful. I just jumped a little stream there. Oh, here we go. So there we go. You can see these little pockets here where you can see the river, and you can't quite see it. Let's see if I can get over here where you can see it. Let me have a look. You can see where the sound over there. I don't know if you can see that quite through the camera, but there's just little bits where the water's bubbling over the rocks down the hill, which creates that wonderful effect. And I should have brought my gimbal. Anyway, lots of things to carry. But as you can see, look at the sun's shining. We just had 2 days of pretty heavy rain, and the track is quite soaked. But it's just really, really tranquil, if I can say that word. So just at that end of the open space, you can hear all these rocks. I don't know if you can see this through there. I've got the right spot through that way. There's all these big massive rocks, flat rocks that the water's crashing over and creating, well, there's a path down here. Let's go and check that out. Oh, maybe that's not a path. I thought that was, it looks, can't see it from here, but it's quite steep and very slippery, so I might save that for another time. But I think that goes down. If we can see through here, you can see all that there. So this path must go down, but I really don't think I'm in the right shoes to actually go down there and check that out today, especially since it's very slippery. And do be careful when you're out walking, and let people know where you are as well. I was reading a review of someone walking this track that said their battery went flat halfway round, which Another thing to check before you go walking is to make sure that your batteries are full before you go out, because there is signal out here. So if you do get into trouble, if your batteries are charged, you actually have the ability to call for help. This really is some of the most beautiful country to explore. So magic, so peaceful, quiet. It's just so good for your mental health and for balance in life.